I just need to connect to these guys from the music, right?
Yeah. That sounds good. You can do both the mic version or the non-mic version. Well, no, actually non-mic version. Yeah, no matter what, it's gonna be not mic, but it doesn't matter. We have this. Sorry. Yeah, it's fine. So, hello, Creeper. Hello, hello.
Is good or no?
You have also the no, use that one. Yeah. Test. Ooh, wait.
Oh.
Why?
Ah, there we go.
Okay. Why did there was interference or something at some point? In any case, how's it going?
Pardon?
How's it going? What do you hear music?
Yes.
Do you hear yourself back?
Yeah, I hear you too.
Yeah. Is it problematic? It is a bit loud. I can turn it down a little bit.
I can turn it down as well.
Well, no, I can. Oh yes. Oh wait. Let me do this first.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I'm turning us down to like a more normal level.
Nice.
There's
that's a bit better.
Yeah, there's an audio feedback, but it's not like super giga prominent now. I do think that hearing ourselves back, it's not bad though. It helps like with communication, even though we have headphones. There we go. Okay. So I did spam social media. I did post on Discord. I think that's kind of it. As far as announcements go. So yeah, we can start our work now. Okay, so here's the plan. You're already added to the repo, right?
I think I did. I am.
Yeah. Okay, clone it.
Oh, I already got it.
Okay. You want to switch to the server branch. Yeah, I think you were touching some stuff. untouch it. Oh man, what is it?
It's picking up my typing.
No, that's fine. I think there was a... Never mind, that's fine. Yeah. Hey Loris, the turnaround time for Zigline's PR currently seems to be over a month. Understandably, I maintain a fork to support some macOS features that are currently buggy in STD. Any advice for people like me looking to get their changes merged? Do you think more impactful PRs are likely to get looked at? I don't know if impactful is the right word, but there's definitely the point of things that are more closely connected to what is being worked on right now, so that, like, trivially, it's a matter of context switching what you're working on to something else to understand what the PR is doing versus the PR already being close in the ballpark of what you're already working on. So it's much easier to remember what needs to be checked to make sure that everything is correct and to press the merge button. So that's definitely a factor, because it's like, it's a factor in real life, right? So that's 100% a factor, I would say, of any project out there. Then, of course, if you're bottlenecking, so like if you have a PR pressure that is higher than your ability to merge them, then that becomes a dominant factor, 100%. As far as your macOS features go, do you have a link to your PR? Just so we are clear, I am not going to be in a position to be able to merge your PR, almost certainly. But I would be curious to take a look, and then maybe I would be able to give you a more precise reply based on what you have in there. For example, if you're trying to add support for versions of macOS that Zig doesn't support anymore, let me tell you that that's not going to get merged. If it's instead a PR about things that are wrong about new macOS, then that should get merged. As for when it will get merged, then it's more complicated, and I would guess you just need to trust that the people working on this stuff are doing their best. And whether their best is good enough for what you're hoping to get, then that's a different story, but that's just how it is. That said, if you have a link, I would definitely be interested in seeing what you have in there. Backstruck with the wrong backing integer. I think that if you have a PR that is literally one line and you have a link to a authoritative place where the bit should be is set correctly, you should expect your PR to get merged eventually. Usually, so when it comes to PRs that offer like bit values that are OS dependent, the critical question is, was this information sourced correctly or not? So make it easy for the people to verify that you source your information correctly, and that's going to help your cause. Which again doesn't require you to write a dissertation. Usually requires just it's enough to put a link to the to an authoritative source. But yeah. I guess I should follow the compiler development chart on Zulip. That's one way, for sure. I think that if you're generally interested, that could be... You have what YouTube chat on screen now? I do. Yes, that's YouTube, Johnny. Are you asking because you want to watch on YouTube instead of Twitch? I thought you were a faithful Twitch follower? Subscriber? Maybe. Ooh.
Yeah, switch over, Johnny.
Okay, let's see. Are you sure that this padding is necessary? So it is.
You need to fill the entire backstruct.
Oh, so you're saying
Unless-
that this doesn't even compile if it gets evaluated? That seems weird because it wouldn't work on my machine.
Actually, we had padding in microsig.
I know that padding stuff changed over time.
Yeah, maybe I'm wrong.
YouTube has a huge delay.
Uh-oh.
Never mind. Sorry, Johnny. What did you say where you were on YouTube? Test. Jesus. So. So you see, that's already even though it's a small thing, there's already a lot of questions going on. Like, does it need padding? Should it be defined as a U32 or something different? And those are all questions that are best answered by somebody who is already used to doing this OS fiddling stuff, so that they know what's supposed to be the right path. I'm sorry, that's why I can't merge your PR right away myself. Because I don't have the necessary context to do that correctly, and I don't want to, merge a surprise mine for the people doing this stuff. So yeah, my suggestion is keep this patch locally for now, and I don't know. By the way, here's a question: you have a PR up, but you have also an issue. Nice. Compile errors. Okay. Customizable line height. Compile line height. Thank you, GitHub. That was an amazing feature. I think that test really helps the reviewer know. I don't know how much that applies to this case, but I would agree that it's 100% good advice, generally speaking. So I'm sorry, this is more or less the best advice that I can give you, which is not necessarily the best advice you could get. But joining the Zulip chat, seeing what people are working on, here's one other thing that you could do. You could ask for somebody in Zulip, somebody who isn't necessarily Andrew, to give an opinion on the questions that were raised here. Like, should it be U32? Should it not be U32? Should this be like this or that or whatever? And maybe somebody will be able to give you a good answer, like an authoritative answer. Stuff like that. Okay, Matt, are you ready?
Yeah. I was getting a
build error.
Resurgence. I tried connecting to the IP we talked about earlier.
I don't have any server running there. You want me to try and spin one up for you? I don't even know if the server builds right now. Let me see. Okay, it does run. Let me bind it to the right IP though.
It's 100 and then 117, right?
198, 164, 100, 117, yes.
Okay.
Oh no, I leaked my private network IP. There we go. Port is, oh well, you don't have to set it right. Do we even bind to every host, to every interface? Yeah. Okay, go for it.
Okay. Something happened.
Yeah, you're connected. The reason why you don't see anything right now is because previously I was loading some default data, and that's unwired because now I'm trying to load the data from the database and there's nothing in the database. Yeah, do new chat. Yeah, up there, new chat. Yeah, type a new chat name. Yeah, you create a new chat. Yeah, you need to press the button. Yeah. Oh yeah, the user is adding. Yeah. So we need to basically just add a little bit more stuff so that we can both be connected at the same time and chat together. That's a rectangle for Johnny. So you guys cannot see this. I'm looking at Matt's screen. Like on his laptop, he has the client running. Oh, by the way, what are we working on? We're working on the thing that we work every night before going. You guys had that, right? In North America. Yeah, you totally did.
Yeah.
That's us. Yeah, what are we wanna work on tonight? Oh, we're gonna work on D2. Okay, so we're working on these what's it called instant messaging chat application. Okay, so the idea is now you have in the client a bunch of places where it is hard-coded that the client thinks that it is user 0. And we're now going to change that. So let me show you how it's going to change, okay? First thing that happens when you connect, and you will see this in network, is that you will receive, this is something that mainly happens between network.zig and app.zig. You will see that you will receive a host sync. You will receive a host sync message, okay? Now we're going to change the host sync to also have client identity, and that's a user ID. Okay, so I'm going to now change the server to do this. The server is going to send you a client identity that will tell you who you are. Right now you have a bunch of places. For example, in the UI, let me see. Like in the chat panel, I think you have a lot of places where you think you are ID 0. There's going to be a bunch of places that says Loris equals 0, because that's like me. So you want to swap this stuff out for the identity, the user ID that the server said you are. So I guess the trail should be expect to receive this identity from host sync. As you are receiving host sync, you want to save that information, and then you want to recover that information in the UI code instead of hard coding.
Yeah, you get your ID and then you report it with requests.
No, you don't have to, because the server knows who you are.
Okay.
You have to use that to let me think. Yeah, that's a good question. Where do you care about who you are? There's a couple places where you care about that stuff. For example, for voice, you probably want to search for Loris. The variable for like the user ID placeholder is always called Loris in a bunch of different places. So you want to replace those with the correct code that fetches from the state the correct information. Okay, so I'll send you this info, and then we also I'm going to add another user to the database. Okay, so in the meantime, I'm going to go into the server. In the server, here's what we're going to do. As we accept this stuff, so yeah, we're sending host sync. Now we need to send also the client identity. So what's the client identity? We have to decide the client identity. For now, here's how we're going to hard code it. We're going to look at the client's address. You know what's crappy but easy way of doing it? Huh. Bless you.
Thank you.
Oh yeah. Carlos was asking any cool guides to start with Zig building cool projects. I don't know. Is this code public? Not yet. It will be. For now, it's not yet. For now, it's private.
Like guides for Zig build?
No, I think it's just like for Zig in general. Carlos, I think that most of what we have is listed here. Official Zig website. You go to learn. There's the language reference. That's pretty good. Standard library documentation, guide for the build system. But I would say most importantly, these things here, online learning resources like Zig.guide, Ziglinks. I would say these two things are great. Also, these other two things are good. So like look into these things first.
Oh yeah, that's exorcism. I remember hearing about that a while ago.
Yeah, I think Exorcism is not doing too hot as a company. In any case. Yeah, keep in mind that there's going to be like a learning curve. Like you don't get to do cool stuff with systems programming languages until you have learned a critical amount of stuff that allows you to get to that place. In the beginning, you will have to be humble and learn the basics. But once you do that work, you're going to unlock things that you just cannot do with higher level programming languages. It doesn't even take that long. You just need some time. Okay, so I'm sending the client identity. There we go. Okay, now we need to add a second user. Okay, so the database gets created like this. How's it going on your end? Did you find any? Did you find how to wire everything up? Do you want me to show you some of the flow?
Yeah, like I was looking around. I see host sync. There's the app state here.
Yeah.
So
okay. Yeah. Let me show you how it generally works. So
I realize each host is probably going to be
each. Yeah. So you have hosts. Hosts contains. This is the list of hosts. And then everything else is like indices. Like I think identities is an index. Yeah, it's an index from like a string name of the domain name to the host ID, and then the host ID gives you the host in this other thing. In any case, yeah, for now there's only one host. So
on the client ID, that's the ID of the host.
Client only ID? Yeah, that is the ID of the host. Yes.
The ID of the user on that host?
No, that's like an identifier. It's basically a way of... The problem is hosts, they identify themselves through their domain name, which is a string. And I don't want to compare strings every time. I want to find a host, or like I want to say, oh, this thing belongs to this host. So I'm giving them IDs as the client. Within the host, there's client-only data, but yeah, client-only right now, it's not collecting the user identity information. So you might want to add a field here. The problem is you need to add, this thing needs to be, how can I say, like initializable. Like it's fine to set it to undefined, but you need to give it a default value, which I personally would leave to undefined in the beginning.
I'll do null, or make it nullable.
I don't suggest that because it needs to be defined as part of the initial procedure, and then it cannot be set to null in any other situation. I know it's a bit unsafe, but the optionality really doesn't help you anywhere else because it will make you. It could make other parts of the code think that, oh, this could be null. Not really. It's just that the initialization is a little bit wonky.
All right.
Okay, so. Yeah, go to host client only. Go to the definition of host client only. You could even go to definition there if you have the ability to do that. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So give it somewhere. Place a user identity or user ID. You define what to call it. Even user is fine. That is not just an uppercase ID because that's a host ID. You want user ID. So you want user.id. If it doesn't work, then it's d2.user.id.
I think that works.
Yeah, you have it here. You have user in scope. Okay, perfect. Yeah, it was just a matter of whether you had user directly accessible or not.
Do you want to make these enums?
No.
Why not?
It's fine. I know that you could have more type safety that other way, but it's fine.
Yeah.
First time on this channel, what are you doing now? We're working on a chat application. We're gonna have something visible soon. Are you using SQLite? Yeah, we totally are. Because the server, so the idea is this, the server needs to be self-hostable and it should be as easy to manage as possible. And using SQLite is, from that perspective, is better than using pretty much any other database. Name it, SQLite is better. Like, I don't know, Mongo, SQLite is better. Postgres, SQLite is better. Again, from my operational simplicity perspective. Maybe not only that, but certainly that. So yeah, that's what we're going for. Okay, so you have that info. Now you need to fill out that info when creating the host instance at some point. So what you want to do, in my opinion, is look into network and track into network what happens when we receive, actually, no, not even network, sorry, go into app and track what happens when we receive a host sync message.
That looks like a handler.
Yeah, you have a handler, perfect.
Parse.
Yeah, so now, okay.
And host sync, okay.
Yeah, so let me maybe, oh man, this is now the fun part of collaborating on the same fucking code base. Thank you, macOS. I really want to do. I really want GhostScript when I do GS.
Host.
Okay, if you push, then host sync will have that new field for you. Sorry, if you pull, not push. If you pull.
Sorry, say that again.
If you pull my changes, now host sync will have a new field for you. What happened?
I don't know.
What is this?
Can't kill it.
Oh, is that the client? Oh, I know what you need to do. A mouse somewhere on the actual physical window. No, I mean,
here.
yeah.
Oh boy.
I'm sure they will be able to improve this. Are you reverse engineering? No, we're not reverse engineering anything. We're just run normal users. Okay, so now if you look at the code that you were looking at, which was inside the app, the handler for host sync.
All right. Since were you talking about?
No. I don't think so. I think it's, or I don't know, maybe, yeah, I remember this one. Go to the definition of that function. Oh, yeah, you're right. Eventually it gets there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I think identity. Yeah, one sec. Host sync host. Okay, so this sets the host. Yeah, that's perfect. So in there, in h.client gets set to the old value. Do after that line, do h.client dot user ID equals hs dot is it user identity? Yeah, I added the field.
Okay.
If you go to definition, you should be able to see that existing now inside the host sync. Yeah.
All right.
So now you also get that. Ooh, you know what I did wrong though?
Mm-hmm.
Here's what I did wrong. I didn't fix the parsing and serialization code. So let me fix that. I don't even remember why this thing was called VCU. Okay, so now we serialize this. Oh, client identity. Whoops. Oh, but let's user identity is better. Okay, user identity. So we serialize it and then parsing host readme. Read no UF. Oh god, this is the old parsing code that I fucking hate. How did it work? Oh, okay. That's how it works. Oh, I can parse now. Oh, nice. I don't need this. Oh, don't tell me that I do. Yeah, I do. Okay. Yeah, I need to update this parse, this serialization code to the new way of doing it, but
Okay.
I don't want to do it now. No, it's like I'm just gonna using the old version of things. It's just annoying as fuck to do. Okay, so this should be fine. Oh, fuck. Problem solved. Hi, Loris. I have a question. Why did so many functions move from the standard library to being compiler functions? I find this super ugly. I read it. Something has to do with LLVM, but does that mean that if Zig is ported to other architectures, we'll lose any benefit? Give me an example. What functions do you think were moved from the standard library to being compiler functions?
Like moved into the compiler source?
No, I'm imagining like becoming built-ins.
Mm.
But I would like to see some examples and discuss those. Okay, so hopefully, hopefully now we're parsing this stuff correctly. Do I have an example?
Did you push?
No, I didn't push yet. Let me see if I have an example that I can, like a test that I can run. First, message new, media connection details, colors update, host sync. Okay. Oh god, this stuff is so out of date. These tests are not gonna succeed, no. Ever. Wait. Do I at least build? No filling client identity. Yeah, I changed it. Okay, server. Yeah. Oops. Okay, I renamed it to user underscore ID. See if that works. Math functions, for example, I've seen discussions about that. So I think that the point of those being built-ins is that the ones that are built-ins are operations that use CPU intrinsics. So I'm guessing some of those functions like division or power or whatever try to use the closest matching CPU instruction. And for example, a big difference between those and the standard library ones is that some of them, for example, if you try to divide by 0, then you get a CPU exception if you try to divide by 0. While instead the math one in the standard library, if you try to divide by 0, you get a error.division by 0 error from Zig, and which allows you to handle that error and recover from it. But at the same time, the machinery to check if you're trying to divide by 0 is not free, comes with some overhead. So the idea is, if you are confident that you need, that you do division, but you're always going to have like, let's call like a division without any remainder, then you can use the built-in function. And instead you use the standard library one if you need more flexibility at the expense of performance, which, I mean, that's fine. That's what you need. So that's the idea. Is it very easy to make a simple application HTTP server in Zig yet? No, it's not. I mean, you can do this. Look, this is the easiest it is. I think the easiest it is to get Zap and to create a Zap project. You decide if this is easy enough for you. But like if you compare this with Go, for example, it's still more work than Go. How's it going, Matt? Did my change make any sense?
Yes, it did. I got it plugged in, but I commented out some of these guys, so I need to port or pipe.
Yeah. So here's how it works. The state, the application has its own thread, the business logic. Mm-hmm. The UI has a separate thread, but the UI locks, grabs a lock to the whole state mm-hmm. of the application while it at the beginning of a render cycle. Mm-hmm. So you have access to the application state. Sometimes it's called state, sometimes it's called app_state. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
But so you have access to that stuff normally. If you don't, then you basically need to wire that variable into this function.
Yeah.
Like look at the signature of this function, for example. Do you have app state being passed in?
Yeah.
Perfect.
But state has a list of
hosts.
My
suggestion is this. For now, hardcode host 0.
Like it.
What is the context
of this?
Yeah, like what was the code that was mentioning the user ID? Was it were we rendering like something specific to a host? Like if you already had a hand,
it was like
host, okay, then you can
detecting yourself.
Oh, perfect. Then you can do like host.client, which contains the client only data whatever you called it, user ID. Yeah.
Yeah. User ID. There we go.
Are you saying that there is also a STD version of math functions? Yeah. Like I don't know if every single one of them has, but most of them do, like std.math.div or something. Oh. Okay, div doesn't exist. Let me see. What other ones are there? Main, wrap, clamp, mole, add, sub, negate, shift, rotations, lock to int, div trunk, div floor. That's why I couldn't find div, because it's div trunk, div floor, div seal, div exact. They are like equivalent. Yeah, I guess they map to whatever the built-ins are named. Mod, rem, negate, cast. So if you want, so for example, let me show you div, one of the divs, div exact. Div exact here is a division that accepts precise three-seater navigation gang. Look, I can do that, okay? Like square bracket, go to function, next function, okay? I can do it. Wait, what the fuck did it do? What? Okay, so I don't know. For now, searching for pub function is better. In any case, you see how div exact is a division that expects the result to not have any reminder. Well, guess what? If it does, this gives you error unexpected reminder. If instead you want to assert, so it's a division where the reminder being there is not just a, the unhappy path. It's literally a programming error. Then you use the @div from the compiler. And that should, and I believe that the reason why that is that the way it is that instead of having these checks, that built-in issues a straight up div whatever instruction on the CPU. And I don't know, maybe it's not just one instruction. I guess it depends. It changes from architecture to architecture. but it pulls in less machinery because because it's doing an assertion, not a not returning an error.
Hey, does this look familiar? I don't know why this break is here. Like
what file is it?
Channel list, line 330. Oh, it was already commented out.
Yeah, because this part was commented out by me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, leave it commented out. It's fine. Yo, Matt, by the way, I was just reminded. You should tell your colleagues to join the Zig Italian Telegram group. We have one.
Ooh, nice. Oh, Luca.
I can give you actually an invite link. Okay, so yeah, you can leave this stuff commented out.
Yeah.
That's fine. Address the news. Oh.
Okay, looks like I have it added in.
Fuck.
You got the server running?
No, I should in a moment. As soon as I'm done with is this how it is? With SQL queries. Ah, god damn it. Boy, do I love SQL. Okay, I think now I need to do this. Table users has 8 columns, but 2 values were supplied. Come on, man. No, that's not how it is. Oh, fuck. I think I got it. That's how it is. Oh my god, that's how it was all along, wasn't it? SQLite constraint. Oh, yeah. Column in one message, 5 values for 4 columns. Oh, God. 5 values for 4 columns. Oh, I think it's here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Created 0. Name. Default. I guess. Constraint. God damn it. Okay, you know what? Haha.
Nice.
Try connecting.
And Loris.
Your Loris. That should not say Loris. Okay, let me.
Probably because the string.
Oh Jesus! I murdered your thing, I think.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit!
You did.
Okay, give me a sec. That's on me. That's not on you, I think. Unless there's more code that you haven't updated. Let me add some logins so I can be
Probably.
sure.
There's a couple tests where it's set. We got database. We got. Oh, here we go.
Yo, hey Steven.
Yo.
Okay, I'm ready.
That's a test.
You know what? Let's pull it up. Let's watch where it says the wrong name, and then I'll show you in the code where that part of the
Sounds
UI
good.
is. So that's gonna be.
Right here.
Okay, that's the user box. So the user box is so that column is called the channel list. So okay, maybe I in channel list, you see it renders the host name, list of chat channels, list of voice channels, the voice channel that you've joined, and the user box. So the user box is hard coding a 0 somewhere. Users get 0.
Nice. Okay. Channel list.
Nice. Yeah, sorry guys, I'm not showing. We're not showing what he's doing with the thing right away, but I'll show after we merge some things and I merge back his changes, and then everything works also on my end.
There we go.
Okay, create a channel, send a message. Let's see what it says. I should also add autofocus to things. I didn't learn how to do that yet. So, yep. Oh, this still says Loris, doesn't it? But you know what? That might not be on you. That might be on me. Because let me see. So there's a part of the code. Let me investigate in the server. So in the server, there's this part where we receive a message send request, and guess what? I bet you that we hard code that the message comes from user 0 somewhere. Author Loris hard coded.
Oh, I think I have that fixed on the side.
In the server?
Yeah. Pretty sure.
You can't. Not that easily.
No.
No, because also the server doesn't have access to .client.
Okay.
Because the server is one host, but as a host, it doesn't have client info, also because it has a bunch of clients, so I need to have multiple clients. So we need to basically, this function needs to get the user ID from the client instance. And here we have this authenticated thing, which I like. And so we can do this. Is it our client? What is it? What? Who's us? Create. Oh, it's self. So here we're doing like super easy. Then, okay, so here we're doing like instant authentication as a user based on the IP. It's like super simplified, but it works. So actually, if I do this and I run the server again, sorry, I killed your.
I mean, it's actually easier than the normal method.
do it again, and now you should see the message be coming from you correctly. Oh no, wait. Wait, I put this here, but then send message request. Here we do client.authenticated question mark. Okay. Now we should be good. Let's go.
There we go.
Nice. Push your changes.
Yeah.
Because I think at this point, we should be able to connect both.
Yeah.
Okay, honestly, I expected this to be worse. Sorry. The application crashes badly every time I kill the server. Which, you know,
it's a
nice
remote code
there.
execution.
Yeah. Oh. Nice. Wow. High level comedy in this channel. Let's go.
All right, push.
Matt, question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Is there plans to add byte extracts? I have no idea what a byte extract is.
Oh, is the idea where everything is byte aligned, but like there's no.
I would say a byte aligned struct is an external struct. It's like a struct that doesn't see a BI thing. Isn't that it? Like if you do external struct, you get control over field ordering, and so that changes where things are aligned. And you can add padding if you want, like byte padding.
Yeah, like you want a 24 byte struct by having like a 16 and then U8. Is that what you mean, Goon Creeper?
Okay, so let me run the server. Okay. Oh, fuck, but I'm Matt.
Oh, no.
I should not be Matt. Why is that check failing? Wait a second.
Might be because you're not showing up.
Oh no, I know why.
Are you checking the port too, or? I
think that it's because when I print an address, it also contains the port, and so the stuff. Oh, easy.
Oh my god.
Let's fucking go. Are you using SRT for messages as well? No, we're not. That's normal TCP. SRT. The idea of SRT is only to use it only for media delivery. As a connection is it's like UDP based, and like I think it's also like low. What's going on? Oh, I'm still mad. Fuck, why am I still mad? Okay, wait a second. What's going on here?
You also didn't get the newly created voice channel. I mean, chat channel.
Oh, I did not. Oh, that might not be surprising because I probably have not wired in that, but that's easy to fix. I just need to connect after you created it. So you connect first, you do. But let me fix this fucking thing. What's going on, man? Why does it not start with
Maybe. Wait, go back. So what
That's
file is that?
you. That is me. Is it the parentheses? No, we print the parentheses. What's going on? Wait, new connection colon. Am I going insane? Mem starts with other stir.
I would just log what you're getting for the address string.
Yeah.
Oh wait, why? Oh, dude.
What am I doing stupid?
You should just be looking at adder. Like use that to like you're stringifying it and then doing a starts with when you could just be.
Yeah, I just don't know how to. I don't know how to do the comparison over the raw bytes.
I don't think it's raw bytes, is it?
Well, it's because other, it's this net other, which is an union, which is going to be in the in case of other in port other. Oh yeah, I guess you're right though. Other is a U32, so I can just look that the server address is the same as the client's address. Yeah, thank you. That's I was doing the stupid thing because I didn't want to think, but in the end it was more complicated than doing the right thing. So if
Goon Creeper, I don't think there's going to be byte pack structs.
you have extern, that's already good enough.
You also have pack structs. Like if you need a very clear view of like what your structs need to be, you just
because pack structs as a thing, they exist. Like
it gives like the full granularity.
Like here, for example, this is a packed struct, and you 64 bits, 32 go here, 32 go here. You could have different splits, but it's like bit based, not byte based.
So I think you just have to lay it out yourself and at the bit level.
.sa .other.
Hopefully that's the right like union field and all that jazz.
I need the server address. If I put it there, I think it's gonna be annoying. Oh my god. No, I can't do this.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
You're checking, is it coming from yourself?
Yeah. Try aside function scope. Fuck. Oh, that's actually good. Yeah, there's no try.
Need that. Yeah, Yoda hates it.
Okay, let's see if I know who I am. God damn it, dude. What is going on now? Why do I think I'm Matt? User 1, again.
Are you logging any extra info this time? Oh yeah, I would definitely log what the two values are.
Yeah.
I think you just pass in the address, but like self.adder will make it look nicer, maybe.
Client other 0. Why is client others fucking 0?
Did you switch them around, maybe? Because server would be 0.
Would it? I don't think it would.
0, 0, 0, 0, right? That's the 4 bytes.
Yeah, you're right. It was them around. Oh, and that's why 127 doesn't show up because the server is 000. The client is 127.
Well,
that's the problem.
There we go.
That is the problem. Okay. So then it means that the check needs to be against. I guess we can do this.
I mean, you could do the same as above with server address. You could just put local. And then you'll get the price meaning of that address.
I think it's fine.
All right.
Hi, and then we do local dot in.sa.other. God damn it, dude. If this doesn't work, this time I'm gonna go insane. Okay, now create a new channel.
I feel like you need to start your client.
No, first you create a channel, then I connect the client because I don't have the sync for channels yet. Okay.
Okay, nice.
Now I'm myself, and I see your channel. Send a message. Yeah.
Nice. Okay, we're chatting.
We're chatting. We're chatting hard. And if I close my client and then reconnect, it's still there.
Now, yeah, if we both disconnect.
It's there because it's in the server.
Yeah.
But the server is not processing stuff yet. So we don't have code that saves this data in the
database?
In the database, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's going to get lost when the server resets.
Nice. IRC rules.
Yeah, IRC rules.
Wow.
So, yeah, we are basically, this prototype is already as advanced as IRC has reached in 40 years. They did that by choice, but still. So yeah, we got chat. We got the ability to chat. Time to work on voice, says Johnny. Would be nice. I wonder where's MLAG? Where's MLAG?
Well, we got to get PFPs. We got what about multiple servers?
SQLite IRC2. Well done. Thank you. I think that over time there have been more remote code execution exploits though on IRC. Like, hasn't been IRC a hack fest in the past? Like clients fucking things up all the time and people getting owned just like immediately and when they entered like an IRC channel. People also were probably kind of edgy at the time on IRC. Well, they probably still are, but anyway. Yeah, I don't know. We need MLAG. I don't know where MLAG is, so we need MLAG. So we do have profile pictures. It's just that they're not set in the database right now. You mean the server doesn't broadcast my IP to everyone? Unfortunately, I don't think it will. Good times though on IRC. When was that? When would that happen? Oh, you know what I think it would be? I think that people were like sending links, and so you clicking on the link would then leak your IP. I don't think there were many other ways. Huh. So, okay, what would be the next thing to do? So we could add more persistence so that things survive resetting. Right now, the users do survive because they are written on the database, but everything else doesn't survive. We could add voice. Sure.
I could.
By the way, out of curiosity, oh, fuck, we don't have voice channels. I would be curious to add a voice channel, which might require some work because there's now some impedance mismatch between the database and the in-memory model of channels. But I would be curious to see both of us joining a voice channel at the same time, although no, I don't think it would work. Because I think that right now we only start one multimedia thread, and that multimedia thread can only handle one client at a time. Ooh, this is going to be interesting, actually, how we pull that off. Thoughts on supporting end-to-end encrypted DMs?
Why not?
The problem is this: DMs are problematic because in a model where servers are still posted, then you as a user have to piggyback on a server to exchange DMs. It's either that or you're doing peer-to-peer. Doing peer-to-peer leaks your IP, so we don't want to do that. So you have to go through a server. And this brings us to two problems. One is that DMs at that point, by being intermediated by a server, like it means that you cannot really have a global DM thing. You know how in Discord you have servers and then you have DMs as a separate section. That cannot be a thing. The only way of having DMs is for DMs to be something that you have a private inbox in a server. Or rather, you could lie. You could input them somewhere else in the UI, but in practice, you get kicked out of a server, you lose some DMs that you might not have seen. Then that's how it has to be. It couldn't be any other way. So it probably would make sense to not lie in the UI and place DMs inside of a server. That's actually fine, in my opinion. But if you want to have like a different take on DMs and you want DMs to be, this server independent thing, then you kind of need some centralized system. And at that point, yeah, end-to-end encryption could be nice for sure. There would be challenges implementing that. I would say certainly something to look into, but not a priority. Like if you want to do DMs, man, there's so many other options already good for you. So receiver sends their public key. Sender encrypts their message with that key. How do you know that the server has not swapped out your public key for their public key? And now they're in the middle listening. And
I think there might be ways to do this.
Yeah, that's exactly why chat applications tell you check that these three emojis are the same shown on the other end. That's literally what it is. Like the three emojis are basically an encoding for a hash of the public key that's being used, and so your client shows you your public key. And well, it actually shows both, but it shows the hash of your public key and the hash of the other user's public key. And they, like on a voice call, then you want to listen to them agree that that's what they're seeing, and that guarantees that your public key is what they received, and vice versa. But without a system like this, then you cannot be sure. That's what the public key database is for. You mean like a keybase? No, keybase is now... I don't know what keybase is for anymore. Keybase is now just...
Keybase?
Oh, it used to be a somewhat cool service. End-to-end encryption. But the reason why you would do keybase is because you could create profiles, and you could like have basically like some form of
Multiple
public,
devices.
but some form of public identity, and people could see that like these accounts are guaranteed to belong to you. I think there's also Stellar account ID, delicious payment address, right? But at some point this thing became crypto shit as well. Why not, right? 3 devices. Is that because I'm logged in? Public name. Interesting. Why are these? Why is this information public? I'm not even logged in. What is the point of this thing? Well, in any case, this used to be a way for people to like publicly identify one another. It also had its own chat application with end-to-end encryption, and like everything was meant to be very focused on encryption, file sharing, blah blah blah. They got acquired by Zoom, and now it's kind of useless. It looks like LinkedIn. Well, it smells like LinkedIn for sure by now. I mean, they got acquired by Zoom, and then everything died. There's like, I don't know why even they keep this website up anymore. So, but you know, at least they have a thingy that updates the copyright year automatically or something. So that's good. Would uploading files also be an issue if there is a centralized server, meaning you don't want to store unwanted files and consequences that come with it? Agreed. Operationally speaking, I would say there are 2 kinds of servers, right? You could set up a server that is extremely private. It's like you and your friends, and so you're good. And you know, maybe somebody does put their illegal stuff, like, oh no, somebody downloaded the B movie and they uploaded it on, you know, your private friend's server. It's fine. But yeah, then you have public servers, and you don't want people to upload weird shit on public servers. Yeah, so here's my take on this. The point is this: this chat application is being designed for open source software development teams first and foremost, or communities. So everybody that joins these things is assumed to be a software developer. This maybe will change in the future, but for now, this is the core audience. So the idea is this: you're meant to be, not only tech savvy, you're meant to be a programmer. So the idea is this: I think that what we should do probably is that everybody brings their own data, meaning not the server, but the client will have integration with FTP, I don't know, S3 maybe, some kind of like file storage. And then whenever you want to upload something, you upload the client, or either you manually or the client automatically uploads that to your file storage, and then a link to it gets sent to the server. The server doesn't have any data; it only has a link to data that it's owned by you. And that means that you want to share huge stuff. I mean, as long as you're willing to pay for the space and bandwidth one way or another. Which actually could even be a computer that you leave at home if you want, depending on the situation. So like, you set it up however you want. That's kind of the idea. I'm fine by DMs being based on me having to find a trustable source for the public key of the person I want to interact with. Providing a service for that is just an endless speed. Every server needs a second anti-server that guarantees it is a hostile enemy of the main server. Then you send your public key through both. Fediverse of chat application? No, fuck Fediverse. No Fediverse. No weird federated stuff. There's no point in federating. These are just separate servers. That's it.
I like it.
It would be nice to have like an RSS feed where maybe some things get published, like announcements or something like that. But it's like it's RSS feeds. It's not real federation. It's like I don't know, super soft federation. So no, the point is not being another Mastodon.
Yeah, you could have a server and it's the D2 development server.
Yeah.
And it's like by default added to the list of servers.
Okay, so what do we want to do
Actually,
next?
Yeah, you could have documentation through that.
Documentation? What do you mean?
We'll have like a main server. You install D2.
Oh, and you get
turn it on.
I don't know. I don't know if I would want in my server everybody that installs the thing.
Fair.
Yeah, so they can go find the docs on the website.
Yeah,
or something.
But also, like you get to test scaling.
Yeah. Then everyone who downloads the files gets their IPs leaked. Oh, that's a good point, Bamboo Chacha. Yeah, that's a fair point. That is indeed tough, isn't it? It is indeed tough.
Wait, leaking them how?
Well, because if an embedded image is a link, then your client fetching that image
from another client?
No, not from another client, but like from a S3 bucket or whatever. Yeah, that's a good question. Babu Chacha, I don't know the direct answer. We could have like
wait, if it's an S3 bucket, who is it linked to?
If it is an actual S3 bucket, then it's not linked to Bezos, I guess. But yeah, that's fine. He has other priorities, I guess. But if it were to be if we were to allow clients to set custom links, like arbitrary custom links, arbitrary, let's say, places where to upload data and then link to, then if your client automatically shows an image hosted there, then that's you're linking your IP.
I see.
To that service, which could be controlled by the person who sent that link. That is an interesting problem. So,
well, you could always, yeah, I guess the throughput's kind of an issue.
I guess
actually,
I guess that even if it is S3, you are leaking, because I think that S3 has logs like with CloudFront.
Yeah,
maybe even S3, even without CloudFront, has logs.
You could maybe do some sort of redirect, maybe not an actual redirect, but like a proxy on the server as well for files.
That means that the server then will not have to host the data, but it will have to pay the bandwidth price twice, because you have to pay to download it and then to send it back to the other client. That is indeed an interesting conundrum.
There's got to be something for that. Or
I would put it that way. I would say that if you have a system like that, one reasonable way of doing it is that the client doesn't immediately automatically show or in general download attachments from other users, but it shows them, the effect where the thing is like out of focus, like behind frosted glass with a download button. So the idea being, there's an attachment. I haven't downloaded it yet. If you want it, then you can download it now. And maybe the thing shows you somehow, maybe you mouse over and you see what is the URL and you decide if that's a URL that you want to click or not. I guess that would be one way of doing it.
Yeah.
Another one is,
what server doesn't leak IPs?
Here's another idea. So, chat, tell me what you think. We could partner with NordVPN, who, by the way, is sponsoring this stream. No, but jokes aside, with some kind of VPN, it would actually be fine to click the link. Can you imagine? That would be for once one fucking legit reason to use a VPN. That would be legitimate. Like there would be one time where using a VPN is not fucking useless, or you scamming Netflix.
Yeah.
I think we cracked the code. Now the question is, will NordVPN be interested in sponsoring actual legitimate use of their VPN, or it's not scummy enough for them? That's another good question. I don't know. But yeah. Okay, let's think about coding, actual coding that we could do now. So we can connect from both our clients. We can chat together. We could wire in other kinds of updates, but that's boring. We could do some more persistence. That's also kind of boring. We could...
I'm working on the libSH SSH2 findings right now.
About that, yeah, emojis. Slimsag is clamoring for emojis. WebRTC is suggesting Ricky. So we already have some WebRTC-ish stuff. We just couldn't demo it now because we don't have voice channels. Well, we kind of lost the ability to have voice channels the moment we wired in the database. Although, you know what? I could wire the database out. Like,
maybe do like those messages. We could restart the server and
give me a
see that they persist.
I could do this, and I could do state.host equals. Do I have it? I do. Oh shit. No field name tick. Yeah. Can you connect? I connected the old test data, so
nice.
Now it starts with a couple channels. Join me in general. Yeah. Your
first thing that you need to work on is handling the enter button.
Yeah. You wanna do this? So that's a good point. Like, you open this, and this should still focus, and this guy should send on enter. I don't know how to do it.
Yeah, I could do that.
We should investigate this. It might be that it is not immediately easy / obvious how to do that, right? Patch queue channels. So for the people that were wondering where was the WebRTC stuff, that's the sound that you're listening to, like the music, that comes from the server. By the way, YouTube people, you're not gonna hear any music. Sorry, because that I'm muting music on YouTube. But yeah, there's music that plays whenever I join, and that originates from the server. Okay, so the new channel button. It's in channel list. Create new chat. There is a input in here somewhere. There's a text entry. I don't know if a text entry can still focus, or how you make it still focus. Let me see, init options. That's only the buffer. No, text, break lines, scroll, multi-line. Focus sub-window ID, focus sub-window. Oh, focus widget, let's go. Focus a widget in the given sub-window if null the current sub-window. If you are focused in the current context of processing events, you can pass the event num so that the remaining events get the new focus. Focus widget ID. Return the ID of the focus widget, if any, in the focus sub-window. So I guess we want focus widget. And then we want an ID. Which UI library do you use? We're using DVUI. What do we have from a widget of this kind? Widget data has the ID. Okay, I'm trying to add focus to the channel creation input.
Mm-hmm.
When do we want to focus it? Like when opening the thing for the first time. How do we know if we're opening it for the first time or not? I guess we could flip a Boolean. That's more state, god damn it. But for now we can do this, I guess. That did not seem to work. I'm being attacked by an idiot on Reddit r/zig. Lolilo. How can I say this? Your mistake is being on Reddit r/zig. Reddit r/zig has been abandoned a while ago. There's nothing there for anybody. I also would suggest to like.
Yeah, it sucks.
The fact that you're getting worked up by having discussions with random people in an abandoned community also should suggest that you might want to, I don't know, take whatever step is necessary to recognize that that's the situation before even you get worked up. Like that's just an abandoned place. So so focus widget doesn't do anything. CW's current window, SWID, sub-window ID. Yeah, how do you create something that's still focused? I think there's a demo in the DVUI stuff. Online demo. I think there's a focus.
Text entry. I'm curious. Oh, single line. Press enter.
Oh fuck!
I don't know what. Is there more there? No.
No, it just says press enter.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
How does it know? Okay, so that's so that's something that we need to to do. Yeah, for sure. There's something, I think there's a section about focus. There is somewhere something about focus. Oh, here's the themes. We're trying to
Yo, jungle. Ooh. I can't believe they actually like group bugs.
Why the UI for the UI? I don't know. I wanted to try immediate mode, an immediate mode UI, and the UI is Zig, so it doesn't require me to deal with weird C.
Yeah, and just working cross-platform, as far as I understand, is pretty nice.
Yeah. Where's the focus stuff? The thing is, the reason why I'm thinking that there is focus stuff is because I think I saw it.
Sorry to hate on Groovebox.
There's also sortable thingies.
I love that. Maybe that could be part of your role system.
Maybe. Stroke test.
We gotta go back to like MSN days where you could doodle and then send it up. That would be so dope.
Oh, you remember also nudges? I think they were called in English.
Yeah,
Yeah. Ray guy? Who's that? Who's Ray guy? Who's that guy that you're talking about?
Ray Gooey. Oh my god. Yeah.
You fell for it.
I did.
I laid a meatball shaped trap there for you.
I know.
And you stepped into it. Oh yeah. Yeah, Windows Live Messenger by then, I believe. Yeah, and you could spawn nudges. And there was like a patch too. But at some point, what's funny is that thing remained for a long time. But then at some point they did patch it, and then it started only working locally. Like you could still patch it to spam nudges, but it would only shake on your end, not on the other end, which is unfortunate. So I swear that I've seen somewhere something that was stealing focus. I just don't know anymore what it is. Oh, he he did this in a nicer way. These are like texture frames that you can use for videos.
Oh, that's quite nice.
Yeah, David added that as after we discussed with him and Johnny how to do video. Johnny was actually working into adding screen capture. So this thing here.
Are those like 4 pixels?
Yeah, those are 4 huge pixels. Actually, that's also what the one that you saw was like this thing. That's also 4 pictures just being stretched dramatically, and I don't know. Other
using nearest neighbor or something.
Yeah, I guess it's just that it's happening automatically. I didn't set it up. We just get it for free. That's why we get the funky coloring. But yeah, the idea is to have this thing be show like a screen share or something. So Johnny started with that. Then he started trying to fix. Then he wanted to use a handmade library for this, but the handmade library targets MSVC. While instead we were building targeting MingGW. And then he found that DVUI wouldn't build for targeting MSVC because of a bug in SDL or in SDL usage code, I don't remember. Then SDL led into looking into the Z compiler's usage of lazy paths. And so at that point we lost Johnny. Like Johnny basically went yak shave after yak shave after yak shave, just went deeper, and then at some point we lost track of him, and he went his own way. Okay, so how does he know when you press enter? Bless you.
I'm trying to keep it down.
So okay, so this focus feature stuff doesn't do anything, so I'm gonna take it out. Oh, I guess here. Oh, I guess the question is, does it end? I bet you that he's just checking if the text ends with a new line or something. I'm just stripping new lines and tabs and spaces from the text. I bet you that instead of stripping, he's just checking if the last thing is a new line, then it's like as if the button was clicked. Kind of like this. I guess we can do it like this: clicked or. No, never mind. That isn't it. Match event. Throw cursor data right for text type. Oh, the heck is text typed? What does text type do? Oh no, that's probably something that I should have used that I didn't know. Oh well. Filter in, filter out. Paste, cut, get text, init. Hello, Bifredel. Are we chat yet? We are kind of chat. Shall we show him?
Oh yeah, sure. I gotta get over to.
Other channel?
Oh, whoops! I'm in the wrong channel.
He has a laptop and he has an instance of the client running there. No, it does not work. Okay, I'll get to it. So I guess we need to look at his demo stuff. So he's doing under text entry, single line, he's doing enter detection, which you only see if you enlarge the thing, but he's detecting enter. Okay, how the fuck is he doing this? Source, examples. So single line. GitHub, I'm fucking going insane. Box.record. Left alignment is DVY alignment init. What the fuck is that? There's a dot alignment item that I didn't know about. Holy shit. Enter press. For DVUI.events, TE text entry dot match event e continue. Event. Oh, not handle process event. Okay, I think we need to steal this stuff. But then also maybe adapt it a little bit. Okay. You need to care about 713. No, 713 is not particularly interesting. That's just the declaration of a text entry widget, but that we already have. It's basically this. Okay, let's see. TE is going to be in for me. So I guess this is like this, but then also continue, okay? Enterprise equals true. Okay, so we have enterprise, we have clicked. Then we want to do the same also to the chat input stuff. That is in chat panel, sandbar. It works. Okay. You can pull, you have now enter messages. Although, oh no, wait a second. Oh no, right, your message was here.
I'm not getting auto scroll.
Yeah, that's also what I was noticing. Oh no, I have. Okay, we have scrolling. We don't have auto scrolling. About that, so we would need a widget designed for a message list that works differently than how scroll thingies normally work.
Oh yeah, because you probably only want to load old messages or.
Yeah, so you want the auto scroll mechanic. You want a concept of, we fill out starting from the bottom, we end at some point, and then there needs to be some kind of feedback that goes back to the logic that says, I need more messages, I need more data, I don't need more data, that kind of stuff. So, yeah. We also need that. Maybe we can ask David if he would be interested in doing maybe some groundwork for that kind of widget. How to download Ghosty Terminal. you need to be part of the private beta. Right now, Ghosty is not available for everybody. You need to be in the private beta. If you are, then you can download Ghosty. But the good news is this: you don't have to wait for long if you're not in the private beta, because Ghosty is probably gonna become a public thing by the end of the year. So wait a couple months and it should be out. Maybe even earlier, maybe later. I think the promise from Mitchell, well, the promise is a strong word, but like the intent of Mitchell was to release Ghosty by the end of the year. When exactly that is going to be, could be sooner, could not be sooner, could be late, but we should be getting there. Will there need to be a closed beta anytime soon? There's a lot more work that needs to happen before this thing is even remotely usable. I mean, you've seen it. It's like we can crash. That's something we can do for sure. I tend to use null value. How? Stop selection start. Oh god, I tried to select something that disappeared. So there's that. So not bad. So question for you, Matt. What does libssh2 do precisely? Because here's the problem. I was talking about private and public keys. Yes.
I figured it would just be...
But...
I don't actually know the full...
Yeah, but the thing is, I think that libssh, I'm guessing, mostly concerns itself with the SSH protocol, which we don't want to use. What I think that we do want to use, to be fair, ideally as source code and not as sub-processing, but I think what we want is this, like SSH agent. We want SSH agent integration, basically. Yeah,
I think it would probably give us that.
Yeah, like there's a thing that I particularly care about, which is the ability to sign things. I know that this thing can sign things. I don't know how.
Yeah, like one of the things is the kind of key exchange methods and then authentication. Some compression as well.
Okay.
Oh, and I guess we want to encrypt as well the traffic.
Yeah. What do you want to sign? Well, the idea is, okay, one thing that we do want to sign, which I don't think though should be done through libssh.
Sure.
It's okay, for sure, the ability to sign messages. So the idea is you're sending a message to the server. Alongside the message, you send a signature for the message. Oh, there we go. What are you guys signing at Tuple? Wait, is Tuple open source? I mean, I'm guessing. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to access this.
Signing the binary.
Oh, the launcher for Linux is open source. Wait, is it even open source? Where's the license? No license, no open source. Okay, in any case, sign, verify. Yeah, that's kind of what we're going for. Yeah, that's kind of the idea exactly. Yeah, so the problem with this encryption thing, here's the thing. We can delay it a bunch, and also makes testing everything else more annoying, because you have to go through it every time you want to test something. So that's why I'm not super hot on prioritizing it. But yeah, we need to do that. That said, here's another thing that people were pointing out that made sense to me. Originally, I was envisioning the thing where you would either have username and password accounts that were considered low trust, or you had a account that had like they would use a private/public key to authenticate, and that would be a higher trust type of account. I don't remember who was mentioning this. I think it was like last weekend, but somebody was mentioning that it's probably not a bad idea to, or no, maybe, you know what, maybe this happened during the week while you were not here, but somebody pointed out, maybe Stewie, that it wouldn't be a bad idea to allow everybody to sign, like having actually everybody sign in via username and password. And then, oh yeah, it was Stewie. Thank you. So I did remember, right? And then basically say, well, then everybody has this basic account, but then you can add optionally a public key. And by adding a public key, now you can sign your stuff. Yeah, that kind of thing. Which actually, to be fair, signing your shit, like the server doesn't even need to know your public key for you to sign your shit. Like you can sign your shit even without asking the server. Like you just do it, and that's it. So
another idea. What if we just had one source of truth for user identities?
What would be that one source of truth?
Well, you register your email with the key server, let's call it that. It confirms your email, and then you add an SSH key.
You mean like my like a central D2 authority?
Yeah. Makes it a lot easier.
You could let anyone post under any username, but once a public key is associated with a username, it is reserved for them by the server. No passwords. Like IRC style. Yeah, they do that with passwords. Yeah. That is a fair point. If we did that, so the upside of doing that would be that, you know, you don't really have lost passwords. I guess you could burn an account. If you lose your private key.
The other thing with the centralized server is that it could probably create an SSH key for you.
Yeah. I think the authentication stuff is kind of boring. We can think about it another time. Like it is exciting, but I also think that having like random discussions about various things that you could do right now, it's not that interesting. It's more interesting thinking about what is the next step to make the prototype just slightly more usable. Honestly, I think that right now it's persistence, UI improvements, and voice and video. Like, jokes aside, voice and video, getting those things off the ground would be fucking amazing. Johnny, if you could help us getting screen share stuff off the ground a little bit, I could actually look into networking the screen share stuff. Jokes aside, even without any form of encryption, if we have the ability to if we have the ability to do screen sharing and voice calls, holy shit. I can work on screen capture or voice capture. I would leave voice capture to Mplug for a while more. I can ping him and tell him that we are like itching to get this stuff going. But I think screen capture is its own thing. Like screen capture is very fucking useful. Like that's for collaboration. So we should totally have that. And you know what? Actually, let me put it this way. I would say, if you don't mind, screen capture or webcam capture.
Mm-hmm.
But
I think webcam first.
You think so? I would say screen capture first, actually. If you think about it, most of the time we're there chatting and screen sharing. We're not really with our webcams on.
Fair.
If I finish screen capture, then I'll start on voice capture. Holy shit. Okay, yeah. Hello, sorry to be rude. Who is Matt Knight? Indeed, who is it?
I am.
Who actually is?
I don't even know. I'm working on that.
I'm sorry, we cannot answer because he's still working on it, so we don't know for sure. But okay, what we do know is that he's a guy from Canada. He's a boy, an embedded boy.
Yeah. Recently learned I'm also a Gary.
We also learned the other day, as he was showing his passport, that his middle name is Gary. So we discovered that it's Matthew Gary Knight. And it was very funny. They're under NDA.
Yeah.
Say what it's
The code is all with the Duke. Yeah, Johnny, that was kind of going through my head because like a webcam is a USB device. It's a little easier to interact with.
Well, I mean, the screen is not even a device. Well, okay, your monitor physically is, but you're not you're not talking to your monitor.
You haven't tried to fuck with Wayland.
Okay.
Took me a long time before I could get it screen.
Okay, so here's
sharing working.
Here's the problem, though. Okay, Matt.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the problem, Johnny. Okay, you just see Johnny Marler, right? And he seems friendly. What you don't know is that actually
I know who Johnny is.
Yeah, but here's what you do not know. He's actually thinking of doing things for Windows first, maybe Linux. He's probably gonna. Well, his third priority is macOS. So maybe we could try to get something going for macOS.
For webcam or screen share?
Either. Which one do you think would be more interesting?
Screen share.
Screen share?
Yeah.
You do screen share? Okay.
Got a nice like native. I don't know. I have no idea what it actually.
Okay, so
macOS.
Johnny, maybe. Okay, you know what we could do? Here's what I was thinking we could do. Maybe we could merge. We could merge server back into main branch, and then we create a branch for screen sharing, and hopefully we don't step on each other's toes too much. Screen sharing like macOS.
Yeah. One sec, I gotta add libssh to all your code base.
Oh, you're already done with that? Holy shit!
I already
I'm sorry.
I did it a long time ago, like probably 0.9 or something. So I had to port it.
I see. Okay, so I'm gonna merge this stuff. Okay, how do you even do screen share on macOS? Oh god, this is gonna entail Objective-C.
Mm-hmm.
Screen capture kit. Of course.
Mhm.
So that's a framework. So we
Sweet.
link against it, right?
Yeah. Let's
Of screen and audio content to your Mac app. The framework gives you fine-grained control to select and stream only content that you want to capture. Or, I guess we could look at what OBS does. By the way, Johnny, here's another idea that maybe you could even capitalize more on than we could. You were looking at the handmade thing, that sure. But you know who else has great screen capture and shit? OBS. So maybe OBS
actually.
also has stuff that we could, not gonna say, get inspirations from, like copy paste inspiration from. The best kind. libOBS, audio monitoring, callmake, CMake, data, graphics, media IO, format conversion, frame rate, video frame.h. Graphics. Back, texture render, shader parser, image file, effect. Plugins. Oh, there we go. Look at this. Yeah, Linux Capture, Linux Jack, Linux Pipewire, Linux Pulse Audio, Linux this. Mac AV Capture, Mac Capture, Mac Siphon, Mac Video Toolbox, Mac Virtual Cam, OBS stuff. Nice. So like AV Capture, what is this? Plugin main.h. Okay, some of these has a ton of OBS integration. Had OBS as a dependency. Oh god.
I mean, is that such a bad idea?
Well, you don't want all of it, but maybe you do want some of it, like this plugin main.h. This plugin main.m seems juicy. If it does interesting things. Capture info, OBS property. So there's a ton of integration with OBS itself, so that is for sure. Data locale, no. Legacy.
Oh, nice.
Oh, there we go. OBS AV capture.h and .m. Yeah, this is the interesting one. Yeah, that's nice. Like it does. Okay, it imports OBS.h, it imports pthread.h, and it imports media IO, video IO.h. So,
Ooh, Johnny, I like that you got SDL up. That's awesome. Up on all your code base, that is.
init with capture info. Oh god. Objective-C, god damn it.
Oh, shit.
What I am thinking is that I would not be surprised if what OBS is doing doesn't even require linking against certain frameworks. We don't know for sure. Probably I'm wrong, but it requires connecting to AV Foundation, Coco, Core Foundation, Core Media, Core Video, Core Media IO. Interesting. So like this one requires connecting to certain things, although this says AV Capture Legacy. So this is probably an old plugin. What about Mac Capture? Is that the new fancy one? What does it require? Core Media, iOS, Surface. Oh, it requires Screen Capture Kit. Okay, so the OBS implementation still links against this stuff. Mac Display Capture.
I guess you're using OBS to stream. I was wondering if there's anything like very interesting that it's able to do.
I mean, I'm using it to stream on another computer on this one.
Oh, that's a separate machine, or
yeah, that's a different machine.
Oh, because you're capturing the screen.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fine then. I'm pretty sure.
So this is like one.
Okay, cool. So you can run.
Yeah, I can run OBS and I can poke around.
Nice.
For example, have Mac Screen Capture. Yeah, it also shows this. By the way, we'll have to have support for this shit.
Yeah.
So I'll open Mac settings, give it permission, quit and reopen. Yeah, now we have support for it. Window capture. Show cursor. Yeah. This is good, man. This is like good stuff. SCK common, video capture, window capture. So let's take a look out of curiosity what they have for Windows. Win capture. Johnny, maybe win capture is interesting for you. I don't know. So they have, let's see, data, that's just the translations. Get graphics offsets. Oh God, what is going on here? Inject helper. Load debug privilege. Inject library full. Oh no, what is this stuff? DC capture. Oh, you know what though? Some of these things, Johnny, might be specific to games. Maybe. I don't know. Inject library. Very old API, I see. Pixels blue, pixels alpha. What? Init sheetx capture. What is sheetx? I would be surprised if they don't support this. I would imagine that they have a wide range of support for window capturing. I also know for a fact that there are two different kinds of video capture, like one being more legacy and one being the newer one. And it might be that they have do window capture. Yeah, so there's capture method, bit blit, Windows 7 and up, and then Windows 10 and up, there's another method. So you could like maybe only steal the the new method, I guess. You were saying you want the new stuff. Is it DC capture? Oh, so DC is the old one. DXGI. There's no direct mention of DXGI. But I guess that's what they're meaning. Monitor cap. Well, so they have a bunch of code for that. Honestly, I would imagine that if somebody has a good implementation, it's them. But I might be wrong. Maybe the handmade people have their own good stuff going on. I have no idea. I would say, though, that OBS is, in my experience, good at this stuff. The handmade one also uses the GPU for encoding the video. Nice. I am pretty sure that OBS does the same, though. It has to, because otherwise it wouldn't be good enough for video games. Yeah, the video encoder is NVEnc. I don't know, I guess we could do it for mic window capture. It's not a ton of code. It's probably, though, doing things, connecting to things that we don't have in our project. I wonder if there's any C library already made for this as a standalone project. Lib capture. Multi-platform C++ library, 12 stars. 12 stars, let's modify 2 years ago. Out of curiosity, what is the OBS license? Oh, they have GPL. Okay. So we can steal stuff since we're gonna go for a even more aggressive license. I guess we could just link against libOBS. And maybe it's not that wrong. Like, we were talking about compiling the whole of OBS, but libOBS is yeah, it's probably a little bit too much still. All right, these things are on OBS again, even on top of everything. Okay, so we need to link against screen capture kit. Target result OS. Which one type target OS? Yeah, what's the problem? Was it tag? Okay, so macOS. So one screen capture kit, probably more than that, but that's a starting point. Screen capture kit. So let's do display capture. We need to find an entry point. There's going to be a bunch of structs that we're going to need also. Crop mode, destroy display stream, display capture, destroy, update, blah, blah, blah. Display stream update, init display stream. That seems an interesting thing. Init vert buff. Display capture create. Do you think the Z compiler will be one day able to produce error messages as good as the ROS compiler? Probably. I mean, it's mostly a matter of methodically doing the work, which is easier once the compiler stops changing all the time, or the semantics of the language stop changing all the time. So we need to get there first. Build sprite, display capture video tick. Oh, interesting. Tick. Display capture video render. Display capture get name, display capture get width, get height, defaults, load crop mode, load crop, update, crop mode, display capture properties. I guess this might be something worth testing out. So yeah, this is display capture create is the entry point. Okay, display capture create is the entry point. So it's probably something that might be worth testing out as its own thing. Init window, load crop, get display migrate settings, pthread, mutex init. If not, init go to fail. Okay, so this is like setting stuff, and this is like actually letting the core logic kick in. Okay, so that's what we care about. NS screens enumerate object using block. Oh god. Okay. I think... yeah, I think we need to make a different application for this, maybe. Can we make a CLI application that captures the screen? Yeah, we probably can. I think there is no reason we could not. But at the same time, yeah, fuck it. Let's see how far we can get. Mm-hmm. So where do we use screen capture? I guess we need to have a screen share box. What's up?
I touched the.
Oh, you did. Mm,
Yeah,
fine.
whoops.
What's bothering you, man?
Windows is failing to build.
Oh God.
I can't figure out why yet.
Where the heck did I put screenshot.zig? Oh my God, it's called screen capture. Okay, for now this seems fine. Now we need to do more stuff to it. So I don't know, maybe some equal render. Oh no, you know what? Where the button is pressed. State call begin screen share. Well, what a nice place to put something like. Nice. This calls init. src client screenshare.zig not found. Oh my god, screen capture. It's overall screen sharing, but this is the screen capture specific component. Okay. We build. Okay, for now we build. Let's add log. Okay, so we print init. Now the problem I think is that the M stuff needs to be M stuff. The Objective-C stuff needs to be Objective-C until I don't know, there's probably a way of translating it to Z code, but it's probably S, so I guess I'll keep the M stuff. I don't know, that's like a display capture, right? No OBS module, no util threading, ESP thread, availability macros. I guess this stuff we keep. Cocoa. I guess we did Cocoa. Window utils we don't have. But we might not want to forget about. So I'm gonna just comment it out for now. Percentage comment stuff out in Objective-C. Okay. Oh god, there's gonna be a ton of like OBS stuff that we don't have anymore. Like OBS source, GS, sampler state effect, texture vertex buffer, screen display, rectangle, hide cursor, crop mode, CGRect, IO surface ref. These actually seem all good. Like the only thing that we don't care about is OBS source. The window params. Display stream update. Display stream. We're gonna get build errors right from Zig if we try to compile this file, so we should be fine. Okay, and have you ever worked with Objective-C?
No.
Okay. Have you ever wanted to work with Objective-C?
Like I've linked to frameworks and then I've called functions from them, but that's it.
Display capture? Display capture don't have. I think that's how it is. Oh, there we go. Expert identifier or no? Oh no. How do you do Objective-C? I don't have the UI. How do people do that? Mm. Okay. So, Zig, Pacman. Flow of Woe has something. Build native, build web, import Soko. Oh well, he makes it sound so easy. God damn it. This build script used to be much more complicated. He super simplified it. I think also because I guess Sokol became better packaged. Okay, please tell me that Sokol has some of the insanity required for this stuff. Oh, there we go. Link framework, link framework. Oh, there. Here's our flag, I think. Copy. Dash obj C. That's what we want.
Nice.
Maybe not. Maybe, or maybe these were the problems all along. Expected identifier. So no, the percentage either, or maybe the percentage is not. Maybe I got memed by my editor. I think my editor memed me. Unknown type name GS sampler state. GS effective, GS texture, GS struct cocoa window. For the connection of cocoa window. Error. GDisplay stream stop is deprecated. Please use screen capture kit APIs. Stop capture with completion handler to stop a stream instead. Oh well. So OBS is using old code. God damn it. So I selected Objective C and I still get OBS and I still get Swift. It's like Swift or nothing. So SC display, SC running application, SC window, SC shareable content. Unfortunately, I never really worked with this stuff at all, so I don't know exactly what even is the relationship between Swift and Objective C. Like, is screen capture kit even usable from Objective C, or is this a Swift only thing? Like, selecting Objective C changes the sidebar a little bit. Screen capture kit update. Use the new sharing picker. Okay, well, that's call to unify function OS event destroy ISO C99. Later do not support implicit function declaration. Okay, I bet you that those were in the in window utils. Let's see window utils, I guess. Find window, update window, destroy window. No, that has Cocoa window. Okay, that has some things. Oh, and then there's OBS module and util threading. Okay, so they have something. Okay, so here's what we do. Still working on the Windows stuff?
Yeah. It was going so great.
There's Mac Video Toolbox, Mac Virtual Cam. You know what? Let me do this. Move Mac-star to what? Okay. In files plugin main.c siphon OBS client. What does this do? Oh god, look. Yeah. Helix has no idea what Objective-C is. He has just no idea at all. Okay. Check version, check description, handle new frame, load siphon settings, siphon server. Okay, so that's something else. encoder.c, what does it do? VT encoder, OBS to VT profile, session, sample encoded callback, create encoder. Okay, so this is like video encoding stuff. Protocam, we probably know. So that leaves capture and AV capture. But this we know uses older APIs. This is legacy. Okay, so Mac capture is the only one that we really care about. Christoph, cloning a whole custom already built website for starting and seeing website Canada feels overwhelming. I would be appreciated if there was also an option for a near bare bones one to work with. That's what the main documentation tells you to do. Like if you want the quick start, the quick start gives you an already kitted website. But if you don't want, you go to documentation and it tells you need these two files. And then you create the directories, and then this tells you what your content directory looks like and what it means. And then it tells you to create the first file, and then your first like layout, and what that ends up looking like. So like the docs guide you through the direct approach. It's there, just not in the quick start, because it's not the quick start. It's kind of like the slow start. Wanted to copy those in d2/source/client. Okay, add C source files. How does it work? Root files flags. I did not want to do that again. I actually just wanted to build this thing. We're probably missing the H import thing. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. Util threading file not found. Oh, there we go. Node in file included from capture windows H. Oh, okay. So this file is trying to get util threading, which it can't find. Oh, which it expects as a system import thingy. Oof. Why is it went? Wait, GSTech should destroy. OBS enter graphics. Yeah. OBS leave graphics. Oh god. Let's try to get writing going. Oh, actually, wait. Yeah. Okay, where's threading.h? There are no pthread, threading windows, threading POSIX, OS event init, OS event destroy, OS event wait, timed wait, try signal reset. Okay. Thread local, let's go. Who doesn't want thread locals? So now we have threading stuff. This one is not Objective-C, this is normal C. So yes, let's get those in. Oh god, right, there's OBS shit everywhere. What does the OBS stuff mean? Yeah, no, this is way too tight to OBS. Oh god. Yeah. I feel like it's hard to disentangle this stuff from OBS. I'm probably better off starting from more from scratch. Yeah. Oh god, I was getting. So let's start from one piece at a time. Where is it? In the display stream. That's what we care about. In the display stream, start display capture DC. Wait, where's display capture defined in here? Okay. I wish my editor could actually highlight this stuff correctly. That would be nice. These are all types from Mac. So these are all good. There we go. That's where it becomes OS event init, display finished, or OS event type manual. For char code, BG array code. CG display stream create with dispatch queue create. Display stream update. CG display stream start. I feel like we're getting kind of close. BG array code. Where do we put this BG array code? Oh, we give it to display stream create with dispatch queue. Okay. This calls dispatch queue create. Display stream update. I guess that's some kind of callback. Yeah. We're now creating some kind of dispatch queue thing here as well. Core services.h. Maybe all this stuff could be done in C without needing Objective-C. We did pull it off for the file watcher in our case. Yeah. Oh god, but it has these weird symbols. Is there even like a link to the header file? Also, what am I downloading here? An Xcode project. With a bunch of Swift code in it. Wow. 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 Thank you, Apple. Xcode is loading. Xcode has been loading for a while now. You good? Do we trust it? Yeah, let's trust it. Indexing, processing files. Can I like play it? Build failed. Of course it failed. Why wouldn't it? With version 6.0, it is unsupported. Supported at 4.0, 4.2, 5.0. Signing for capture sample requires a development team. Trying to run locally. We still have the Swift version problem. Thank you, Apple. That was great. Honestly, I didn't expect any better. God damn it. How do you survive? Like, there has to be some way of surviving. Because this is the Apple's horrible documentation website that has like some code samples for Swift only. That's all you get. Header files, I have selected Objective-C, but I'm still getting Swift content anyway.
Nice.
Like, this is Swift syntax. This is not Objective-C. And
they may not have Objective-C for it.
Maybe.
You gotta find it on your system. That's the...
Oh, header file. Using Objective-C headers. From a MM file and not C++. What? I don't know. I don't understand anything of what's going on.
You know the find command? The find command?
Oh, find, like trying to find this thing?
Yeah, literally poke around your system. It's probably under /library or something. Check if there's like a /library.
No, frameworks are... Oh, man.
There's somewhere.
Yeah.
Hayes is good at this, by the way.
How do I even use find? fine. Location and then dash.
You could put name, just dash name, but like it's searching your entire machine.
Yeah.
And you want to do Control C. Control C. And then you want to do space at the end. 2 greater than /dev/null. That'll get rid of all the permission denied.
Oh.
That being said, you probably want to get into some of these.
It's fine. I know that where the frameworks are is accessible to my system. Actually, I could also do this.
Yeah, that might be a good idea too.
No, that doesn't tell me where the juicy stuff is. Never mind.
Oh, there we go. Got pretty good.
Thank you, Apple.
Look for files, maybe.
Yeah, but I think that this is where they would be if there were any. Like usually you go under A and then there's header files somewhere. And then there's a bunch of proj files, info pilis. I think we're cooked. I think we're totally cooked.
No, I think we're medium rare. Wait, do you have the Xcode?
I do.
That might work.
Show SDK path. Yeah, there might be other paths, right? That
Yeah, just
might want to
control C out of
look
this.
at. Two frameworks. This one up here is very promising, though. Simulcast frameworks. Okay, so you were saying?
This one might. Either that or ChatGPT SDK. Okay.
Screen
Capture kit, yeah.
screen capture kit.
Headers.
Oh, let's go.
Oh, yeah, brother. That's how you do it. Wow.
Oh god, this is still like Objective-C shit. So we solved some of the problem.
Yeah.
So now we know that we can use this thing in
Well,
here.
now you know what to include.
Yeah.
And
I know what to include, yes.
and you know what functions you can call.
Oh my god. Okay.
I mean, you can just start with screen capture kit.h.
Yeah. It's just that there's a few hoops to jump through. How do we even do this from the other thing using normal Zig? That's so weird.
I think you should be able to just include those. I don't think those are Objective-C.
Huh?
Like open.
Well, wait. Let me just do one thing first. I was looking at Zine at some point because in Zine I had a somewhat interesting example. So I was using core services, and somehow I was surviving the. Well, I was able to pull it off with pure Zig without needing Objective C.
Mm-hmm.
But I think this was like we barely survived, and probably doing anything more sophisticated would be more problematic. But yeah, we do have something. I don't know. Wanna think about dinner?
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know. We had some successes. We had something went well. Something was just a bunch of going around in a black room, like in a dark room, not knowing where things are. But that's life. I think that if we do actually get to integrate with Screen Capture Kit and we learn the basics just to get that stuff going, then we can get screen sharing going on macOS. Johnny can do Windows. That's already a pretty good place to be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then we just need to network that shit. Easy. How hard could it be?
Mm-hmm.
So, anyway, let's close the stream and call it a day. Matt, say, oh God, what am I doing?
Goodbye. Oh no.
Oh no. Ah.
Don't let it start now. We'll never get out of here.
So goodbye, everybody. Have a nice day, evening, whatever it is for you. And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.